Hey guys, what's going on? So, the official patch note has been released. We're going to be going over that, and a little bit later we're going to be going into the game, checking it out. If we can get through this pretty quickly, then we'll do that in the same video. If not, then we'll split it up into two. Most of the stuff we talked about yesterday, like the Heroes Inn, the Labyrinth. Here's the background of the Labyrinth. Looks actually pretty cool. So they're going to explain a bit how that works, but again, we'll get into that when we're there. Looks to actually be pretty complicated. I mean, there are tons of different monster buffs and hero debuffs to make it harder. You'll get 80 keys a month, split into the 1st and the 16th, so 40 on those days. But yeah, the main thing I wanted to talk about was the hero balance patch. And so we're going to be starting off with Rodina here. So Rodina, she's not too popular still, but let's check out what's going on with her. So her skill 1 is getting a buff to its damage and, a huge nerf to its cooldown though. Well, just from looking at it, this is actually more overall a nerf. Even though she gets a slight damage buff, the cooldown is nearly doubled. Skill 4 will just be activated on auto attacks. I don't know what it was before. There was perhaps a chance, or you needed a certain amount of auto attacks to trigger it. But that's more than likely a buff. It's a little bit confusing because it says the skill will be changed to auto attacks. So will she not even have a passive, or does her passive do something special? If there are any Rodina pros out there, you can leave your thoughts in the comments down below. A few changes with the Transcendence perks as well. Her skill 2 used to be attack boost, and now it'll be attack speed. Don't know if that's actually better. I mean, I know attack speed's probably pretty important for Rodina because she has those charge skills and long-lasting skills, so attack speed probably is very important. Just don't know if it's more important than attack. And another trans perk on her skill 2 is getting changed from a duration increase to a mana cost reduction. Well, in everything except Arena, pretty much, I don't like mana cost reduction and would much rather prefer a duration increase, unless it was like redundant and it lasted too long where she could just do it again anyway. But I know next to nothing about Rodina, so I can only take everything at face value pretty much. And her T5 Dark used to have a 15% chance to inflict a headshot, which deals 600% of attack as damage, and that's getting changed to she will increase her attack by 20% for 10 seconds and set 2 random enemies as Rodina's target at the start of every battle. So that seems definitely more for PvP, almost purely, because it only lasts for 10 seconds, and apparently 2 random enemies will just be her target. Also, it looks like the activation rate of her unique weapon is getting slightly buffed. I'm not sure if that just means she'll have 20% instead of 15 only on her 5-star unique weapon. That's kind of what it looks like because there's only one number change here, and that's on the last one. Maybe it goes 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Honestly, I can only speculate with the information I have right here. And there's also a change to her unique treasure, which again, I don't really understand. So going over Rodina here was kind of a waste of time, honestly, because I don't think anyone got anything out of that. But Luna, I do know more about, so let's go over her. So Luna's unique weapon has been revamped. Let's check out everything else. So Twinkle Twinkle skill 3, skill range is increased by 15%. I thought that had pretty much unlimited range. But, oh no, that's not right. She had to get pretty close. And her passive skill got a decent damage buff there as well, even though I don't think it does a lot of damage anyway, but okay, so a couple small buffs. Let's see what happens to her unique weapon. So each auto attack deals some extra M damage to a random enemy, and it'll be changed to increases damage of normal attacks by blah blah blah, and the range by blah blah blah. So in general, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I kind of always understood as extra M damage as just like a certain percentage of their attack as M damage to a random enemy. I guess maybe it doesn't go through all the calculations as normal attacks do, and normal attacks are just inherently stronger, so perhaps it could be a good thing. Apparently it also increases the range, so I don't know. I don't think her normal attacks were ever very strong anyway. It's mostly like her first skill and her second skill that are really doing the damage. Next, we're looking at Yana, the Dragon Master. Looks like her unique weapon is getting changed as well. The unique weapon activation rate is increased from 10 to it goes up with the stars. And when the target is a dragon, stun duration is increased by 1.5 seconds. So that doesn't seem like a massive difference. But Dragon Stake, her unique treasure. Oh, I remember saying how bad this was in my video. Let's see what they do here. So reduces mana cost by 1 and duration is increased. So yes, this was pretty useless. And that would be changed to still the mana cost reduction and damage to dragons by more for the duration. So that's definitely better than it was before. Yeah, because the duration increase was, I think, literally useless because the duration lasted longer than the cooldown. So it's definitely better. I think they could replace the mana cost with something a little bit more useful, but I think for now it's alright. We also have Celica in this balance patch. It looks like just her third skill is getting a cooldown reduction, 5 seconds, and her unique weapon is getting quite buffed as well, increasing the target's P defense by double what it used to be. And I believe this is the P def of Celica, so on a 0 star, it'll give the one with the highest attack 12% of her P defense instead of 6% at a 0 star unique weapon. So pretty decent buffs there. Probably not too game changing, but it's always better to see buffs instead of nerfs regardless. A lot of things with Shea have been changed, and honestly I kind of forgot what's going on with her. And sadly they don't have the before and after here, so I can only really kind of try and remember. Okay, but they all kind of do the same thing. The damage reduction effect will be applied for 8 seconds after the skill cast. It says that for all of them. So basically what this is changing is that you won't have the buff until after she's done casting her skill, because her healing or whatever she's doing there
over and over again.
8 seconds.
We actually add.
Oh my god, I just misunderstood everything about Shea completely. They're actually buffing her. Because the hint here is they are saying attack speed should be a buff option, which means I guess a lot of people were trying to have no attack speed on Shea so her buffs could last longer. And now it seems like you'll get these buffs as soon as she casts, but they'll last for 8 seconds instead of just how long she's casting. So applied for 8 seconds, not applied 8 seconds after the skill cast. Okay. So at least right here, it's a buff, for sure. And I think it's the same. So it almost feels more like a bug fix, even though it wasn't a bug. It feels more like a bug fix than anything, because now you can stack as much attack speed as you want to, and the duration will never change. And that's pretty much it. Again, she does get a bit of a damage boost here. Okay, yeah, and that's pretty much it for the buffs and nerfs. We also have the hero in here, so it's kind of weird. It looks like apparently the 6 heroes you can choose from can be ones you own already. So if you get 6 you own, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do then. It says you still can start a relationship with a hero you don't own by sending kinship points as always. You can start a relationship only with one hero on the list. If you don't start any, the list will be reset at midnight. If you already have the hero, try to raise affinity to acquire additional rewards. Okay, we also have the mini game here, Roulette of Fortune. So you can get some things here. Apparently, you can get up to 7 spins depending on how many heroes you own. And the count resets every day at midnight. Also, they are increasing the cap of friendship points, which is cool. They're adding item index, which I think we talked about yesterday. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it generally for the patch note. Perhaps Labyrinth deserves kind of its own video, because it seems a little bit more complicated than just a little side piece of content. I mean, maybe it's not, but I mean, we got 40 keys there, so. Well, let's hop into the game real quick and just check it out. Royal Underground Labyrinth. Okay. And alright, looks like we may have a little bit of like story here or such. Alright, after going through this story and the tutorial, I guess I pretty much got it. Let's just go ahead and give it a try. Can we go in any of them we want to? Enter Labyrinth. 12 days, 13 hours, that resets. Are there only 4 floors? Alright, well that's pretty interesting, because I mean like, wizard, mechanic. How are you supposed to have a tank with any of these? Let's just go ahead and try. Level 70, damn. All right. Oh, I see. You only need 2 wizards, and the other 2 can be anything you want them to be. All right, let's see. Let's go with, I guess, Nyx and... I don't know, Lorraine. Why not? What happened to Mitra's portrait? He looks like he just committed a mass murder. Let's go with Philip and I guess Mediana, whatever. Gotta make sure they all have gear on and stuff. She's probably fine. He's fine. Let's give something to her. Let's just go in and give it a try. Maybe it's not too hard. Let's do continuous battle. Let's see how far we can get. Poisonous Spider Queen. Oh, dang. It's actually pretty, like, it's not dying super fast or anything. So the first floor is already pretty tough. I'm just going to let them auto battle and see how it plays out. Like, I'm sure they're going to be able to do it probably. We got those eggs behind us. I didn't even check the buffs. You should probably always check the buffs. But the Spider Queen should be going down right now. And now we got to take care of the eggs. I'm not sure if they're going to be spawning spiders. It doesn't really look like though. Alright, that was the first one. Alright, we have the same battle, but probably a little bit harder. This time, the eggs are spawning a bunch of spiders. I don't think they were doing that before, but I could be wrong. Alright, well there they go. I did turn off continuous battle just in case we're doing the same one over and over for some reason. We're gonna go out and check it now, but I don't think so because I think we only got 20 for the other one. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, yeah, so it seems to be the same boss, but it gets progressively harder. So on floor 170, floor 275, floor 380, and floor 485. Floor 3, sadly, it doesn't look like you can click on the buffs to actually see. Maybe there's some way to see, yeah, you might just have to refer to the patch note. But yeah, I'll probably go more in detail about the Labyrinth later. This is just a little, you know, testing out what it looks like and such. Before we wrap it up, let's go check out the Heroes Inn and see what's going on with that. I think I still have like, yeah, Refi going on there. So let's go check out the minigame. We can only do 5 because we don't have that many heroes apparently. Let's do it. Let's get something awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, well. Oh, yeah. Thought it was going to be a random unique weapon. Let's go, random unique weapon. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think it's rigged. Here we go, random unique weapon time. Let's go for it, boys. Yeah, yes. No, come on. It was so gonna stop on the random unique weapon. Come on, this time. It's every time. Every time. Okay, one more. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. No, of course not. Why would it? So 500k gold. Let's just stick with Refi till he's done because he's already almost there. And yeah, I guess that'll pretty much do it for today's video. Just a little overview of the update. There's probably some other little things going on. I think that's pretty much it. Generally, if there's anything specifically you would want me to go over, make sure to drop that down in the comments below. And your thoughts as well on the update, this video, etc., etc. Drop that down there as well. Leaving a like if you happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.